On the outside, Impy Shoes, clear of Flower Long Star, and on the fences, Lucap, about 2.5 lengths to Rhythm Review and a couple to Greater. 1200 out, and Noble Toff goes to the lead clearly, about 3/4 of a length to a length on Swift Raven. 2 away, third is Greaves, a little over a length away next, Impy Shoes covering ground, not a lot of pace on. Travelling Gold on the rails, a length to Flower Long Star, then Lucap, Rhythm Review, and Greater's last, about 8 lengths from the leader, Noble Toff. Onto the side and linking up with the 800 metres, and Noble Toff just over a length on Swift Raven, 3/4 Greaves as they race past the halfway mark, about 4 to Impy Shoes, Travelling Gold, a couple then to on the inside, Flower Long Star, shading Rhythm Review. Lucap, the fence, is second last, and last is Greater, back about a dozen lengths from Noble Toff, who at the 500 comes up to the corner leading by a length and a half. Greaves in third spot, Swift Raven on the inside, ridden along, the leaders hung on the corner, Noble Toff, 3 to Travelling Gold, slipping through along the fence from Impy Shoes, and then Rhythm Review at the 200 metres, and here Greaves on the outside hits the front from Noble Toff. Swift Raven 2 lengths to Rhythm Review, and then comes Travelling Gold and Greater. Greaves is the leader from Noble Toff, but Rhythm Review is charging into it now. Greaves tackled by the grey mare Rhythm Review, who swamps Greaves, and away goes Rhythm Review to win it about 3/4 of a length. Second is Greaves, and third placing going to on the inside, Noble Toff, followed at the head of the others, Flower Long Star, then Greater, Swift Raven, Travelling Gold, Impy Shoes and Lucap the last couple. Number 2, Rhythm Review, ridden by D. Tanty, the winner.
On the Super Tab to pay 135 and 65, number 4 Greaves to pay 80, and number 1 Noble Toff to pay 85 cents. Let's return to Ian now. Runners at the start, Canberra. At the start, Canberra.
So it'll be 2-4-1 after the Quickies handicap, and another well-fancied horse winning. Rhythm Review is by the Rogers 4 from Spangles and Lace, is trained by KJ Latimer at Newcastle for O and Mrs. L. Carter, R and Mrs. L. Hasler, and K. Latimer and B. Hockley. So Rhythm Review, 25 starts, 6 wins, 7 seconds and 3/3, given plenty of time to settle down by little D. Tanty, and brought her with a well-timed run, and the grey mare was much too good. Second, Greaves looked a big chance about the 250 when it got the better of Noble Toff. A Crown Jester gelding from Leg Warmer, trained by J.R. Hawks, M. Evans. And Noble Toff just found wanting over the last 250, 300 metres. A 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Caparay from Noble Paula, trained by Gwenda Markwell and ridden by S. Moses. Those numbers are official, 2-4-1.
Race number 8 there. I'll hang on to that because they're off Melbourne.
Smiling Idol slow to get going. Getting back was Haslam and also Rule the Stars. And Red Diamond, Andy's Reward first out with Turnout and Vedetto going forward. So too is Cams, Roganson, Rory. Further back in the race, Temperate Night, followed by Like a Laser Haslam. Further out the Chilean. Back in the field then came Brosberg, followed by Smiling Idol, then Rule the Stars. Famous Nick third last. Second last is Raid the Stakes, and last of all Red Diamond. The leader along the back. Andy's Reward by 3/4 to a length to St. Rory. 2 to Cams, Rogue third. Fourth on the outside is Turnout. A length for the back on the fence. Running fifth is Vedetto. A half to Haslam, a length and a half then to Temperate Night, Smiling Idol. Then for the back, Aces and Kings, followed by the Chilean and Like a Laser. Famous Nick back third to fourth last with Brosberg. Well out of it then Rule the Stars from Raid the Stakes and Red Diamond. On the bend they race at the 450. St. Rory going up to Andy's Reward when they turn for home. 2 lengths to Cams, Rogue and Turnout. Further back in the race, Vedetto under pressure, and then Temperate Night out in the middle. St. Rory got to the front now from on the inside. Andy's Reward, Turnout is after St. Rory. Then Haslam getting a late split in the middle, and down the outside Famous Nick with a late run but a mile off them. St. Rory 2 in front, Turnout going out after him. Then Haslam further out in the track. St. Rory in front of Turnout. Famous Nick and Haslam are late, but St. Rory in front, and St. Rory scores from Turnout. Famous Nick may get third from Haslam, and further back in the race, Red Diamond from Vedetto. Then Andy's Reward, Brosberg from Aces and Kings, Temperate Night, Raid the Stakes, Cams, Rogue. Smiling Idol further back in the race then, Rule the Stars in company with Like a Laser and the Chilean last of all.
Number 10, St. Rory, the winner, 14.50 and 4.10 from 1 Turnout, 2.60, and number 5, Third Famous Nick at 2.10.
Number 10, St. Rory to return at $6.65 and 2 even on Super Tab. 1 Turnout, 140, and number 5, Famous Nick, 90.
First one is second Turnout. Number 10, the winner here, St. Rory's kept going today.
Third in the AJC Oaks behind Alcove and Cito Flarian. Second to Cito Flarian in the Adrian Knox, and also in a race at Warwick Farm. Sound Ring, ridden by Gavin Eads. Gavin winning earlier on Marathon, 57.5. Has Sound Ring. And coincidentally, that was the weight that Marathon carried with Gavin in the saddle in race 2. Now, we'll pick up the closed circuit of the start here, and they'll come into our view after about 70 metres, and the line looks as though it's just about set. Yes, the Drake Handicap field is off and running, and here they come. Gengazar, one of the rank outsiders, leading the favourite Sound Ring narrowly. Third, Prince Rebo from Dropper Red, and then booked a little deep. Not as wide as My Pride and Joy. Freedom Ride getting back a little. Then the Shoe, followed by Gold Lease. One to Radiant Pine, and then Nero Star, Sea Mission, and last is Wings on Track. Well, Leeds has no hesitation in going to the lead at the end of 400 on the favourite Sound Ring by 2 lengths, My Pride and Joy. Third is Gengazar, followed by Book Now, one off the fence, and the Shoe racing wide. Then Dropper Red. Prince Rebo over on the rails. Another 2 then to Gold Lease, Freedom Ride, Nero Star, Wings on Track. Sea Mission next to last, and last is Radiant Pine. Down the back, around about 12 lengths covers the field as they head to the 1200 metres, and Sound Ring shows the way. A length, My Pride and Joy from Gengazar, the Shoe on its outside, and 2 lengths to Booked. A length further back, Nero Star, who's starting to muster speed and whipping around the outside, and then Prince Rebo, Radiant Pine. Further back is one of the roughies, Dropper Red on the inside of Gold Lease, Wings on Track. Sea Mission second last, and Freedom Ride back to the rear as they head to the side. Going along past the 850, and Sound Ring about a neck to a half length on My Pride and Joy. The Shoe in the third spot, and going up quickly is Radiant Pine, followed by Gengazar. A little over a length away next comes Nero Star, and then Booked, awkwardly positioned from Sea Mission. Again, Freedom Ride is taking closer order after 1 to Prince Rebo, Wings on Track, Dropper Red, and Gold Lease, in fact, has run right out of puff and is last as they round the corner. And Sound Ring in turn tackled by My Pride and Joy. About a half length the favourites break. In third spot, about 2 away, Radiant Pine from Old Sea Mission, and right down the outside, Freedom Ride. Sound Ring in front at the 200. On the outside, here's a roughie, Wings on Track. Wings on Track, and N. Seymour bridged the gap on Sound Ring. Wings on Track hits the front. $46 on the New South Wales tote, and Wings on Track, an easy winner from Sound Ring. Booked has run third from Freedom Ride, Sea Mission, Nero Star, Prince Rebo, Dropper Red. Then Gold Lease, followed in by My Pride and Joy, Gengazar, Radiant Pine, and last, the Shoe.
Double 149.30.
Super Tap 12, Wings on Track to return $25.85 and $4.15. 1 Sound Ring 85, and number 3 Book to return $75. Moving up Canberra, Manly 20, Penrith 18.
$46 approximately in New South Wales, and $8.10. So the bookies have had a result at last. Still, things haven't been going too badly for them in recent weeks. Number 1 will be second, Sound Ring, ridden by Gavin Eads, $1.50. And number 3, Booked, ridden by M. Evans, to pay $1.40. The winner by Calico Chief from Lynn Ash is trained by Robin Hoysted at Broadmeadow for Bill McNally and Ms. J.P. Rose, and ridden by N. Seymour. The runner-up, Sound Ring, by Lucky Ring from Nantucket Sound of Brown Gelding 5, Paul Perry, G. Eads, and 3 Booked. A 3-year-old brown filly, Pine Circle, tested at random, John Hawkes, Michael Evans, tested at